morning. Welcome to another edition of the JV Sports Show. James Spoopy alongside my co-host Vince Delicio. Vince, another great Thursday Night Football edition out in the far Santan Valley. Ben Franklin, the Chargers against the home ALA Queen Creek Patriots.
It was a rematch of last year's 3A state championship game, James, but both teams now are playing 4A, and it was exciting. It was a great game all the way around. Ben Franklin struggled a little bit. ALA Queen Creek, it was a well-oiled machine, but all in all, it was a great game.
A great atmosphere as well out there in the Santan Valley. Let's take a look back at Thursday Night Football action right now.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're here post-game. ALA Queen Creek, the Patriots, hosting the Benjamin Franklin High School Chargers. James, big win tonight. That final score, 58-16. Wow, we lost track after a bit there, but great effort. Both sides of the ball, but we got to make sure and give credit where credit is due to that Patriot offense.
And congratulations as well to Logan Hubert, our Cessna Movement Company game MVP. It was a great night out here, Vince. The hospitality off the chain from ALA Queen Creek, and a dominant performance on the field tonight for those Patriots. Coach Rich Edwards has taken this team from the 3A division up to the 4A division, and they are not skipping a beat.
Well, they're not, and they're 4-1 now. They are just on a roll. They're playing really well. On the other side of the ball, Ben Franklin got some work to do to clean up, but they most surely will. Coach Jeffries will have them back, ready to go, work on those fundamentals, but giving credit again where credit is due. Rich Edwards, Patriots, offense, defense, special teams, off the hook tonight.
Great performance out here tonight from the ALA Queen Creek Patriots. Congratulations again. They get the win 58-16. Make sure and stay tuned here on the JV Sports Show. Next week, Vince, a 6A battle out in the East Valley. Dobson at Corona del Sol.
Can't wait. Bill Godsell, John Bechtold, the coaches. It'll be a great game. Thanks again for watching, guys.
Go JV.
Once again, final score of the Thursday night game of the week was 58-16. Patriots over the Chargers.
An impressive performance out there by ALA Queen Creek. Rich Edwards has that team clicking on all cylinders. All they've done is won state championships in 2016 and then again in 2019. So special things going out there in the East Valley. Vince, some great football action on Friday night as well. Let's take a look back at some of those scores from Friday night.
Let's do it.
Starting off in the 6A division, it was the home Corona del Sol Aztecs taking care of Mountain Point 45-9, and then Liberty all over Chaparral 53-27.
James, let's head over to 5A. Now, out at Maryvale High School on Friday night, it was Camelback defeating Carl Hayden by a final score of 41-38. Then out at Ironwood, the Eagles take care of business with Sunrise Mountain 20-11.
Looking at the 4A division, it was Arcadia falling to the Apache Junction Prospectors at home by a score of 49-27, and Bradshaw Mountain on the road tonight at Coconino falling by a score of 38-14.
In 3A, Safford heads over to Coolidge and defeats Coolidge 24-21. And down in Yuma Catholic defeats Cortez, the Colts, by a final score of 84-0.
In the 2A division, it was Holbrook falling to Miami 72-22, and Arete Prep nearly taking care of business at Santan Charter. The Roadrunners getting the victory out there 36-34.
And finally, in 1A, at Duncan, Lincoln Prep defeats the Wildcats 24-22, and St. David over San Manuel 58-0. James, great games all the way around in the state of Arizona this week, and those did not disappoint. Many that we left off the list, but good games all the way.
Indeed, Vince. When we come back from the break, we'll take the time and visit with head coach Bill Godsell from the Dobson Mustangs as they prepare to square off against the Corona del Sol Aztecs on our next Thursday Night Football game of the week. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back here on the JV Sports Show.
Go JV. It's here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vets Built Contracting. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vets Built is licensed, bonded, and insured, both residential and commercial, specializing in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at Vets Built at 480-584-3675.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. So, James, this past week, it was your turn. You went out to Dobson. You had a great visit. I saw some of the kids that you talked to, a great coach and Bill Gottsel really building some special things. Let's go over and take a look at what you did.
Let's head out to Guadalupe Road right now. Here with head coach Bill Gottsel of the Dobson Mustang. Coach, how are you doing today?
Doing great, man. Great to be back on the field, and weather's finally breaking a little bit, so it's kind of nice to be out here.
One of the nice advantages to starting the season late, if there's any advantages at all. Talk about the challenges you guys face. You guys are our featured Thursday night football game of the week coming up this week against the Corona del Sol Aztecs. How are you guys planning to attack that team?
You know, we got to make sure we got to take care of their speed on defense. Very well coached on defense. Their offense is explosive. So we have to play our A game and make sure we're sound at everything we do.
How has the offseason been for you guys? Obviously, the COVID-19 pandemic, unprecedented times for all high school football teams, limited time together. We had basically no spring football. How have you guys been able to adjust to that on the fly?
You know, when we started July 27th, it was just getting our feet back under us, get the conditioning going, getting them lifting again, and working some 7-on-7 stuff. And then when we were able to get the green light to go 5 days a week, then we ramped it up a little bit. And, the kids have been working hard, and, they've been staying positive with all this negative stuff that's going on. But it's good to be out here. This is their release.
How have you been able to keep the coaching staff intact? Have you brought a lot of the coaches back from last season? Or I know this is your second year with the program. Talk about that a little bit and maybe some of those guys that helped the program go.
Yeah, we were great. We brought back our whole staff. We had 9 coaches return last year, and we've added 8 more. So we've got position coaches for all our lower-level kids, so it helps them grow. We've got a great varsity staff. We added Devontae Neal at defensive back to help us with some experience. We got Kelly Stout, who's great when it comes to pass game and all his experience at Hamilton. We've got a good core of coaches here.
I'm here with Makai Stuber, running back and linebacker for the Dobson Mustangs. Makai, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Bulldogs fan, I see, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. This is your first year with the program. You're a junior, and you actually transfer from Corona del Sol. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What is this game this Thursday night? You guys are the featured game of the week here on the JV Sports Show. What does that game mean to you going up against your old team? How special is that for you?
It's very special. I'm honored.
What is your favorite part about playing running back and linebacker for the Dobson Mustangs?
Playing running back and linebacker, to me, I love to hit people, so in both positions, you can really do both. Yeah.
I'm here with Quentin Phillips, defensive back for the Dobson Mustangs. Quentin, how are you doing today?
Good. How about you, sir?
I'm doing all right. Quentin is currently the leader in 6A in interceptions, and this is only his second year of football. Is that crazy or what?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
What made you first fall in love with the game?
Well, first, all my boys, all my friends played it, and I kind of grew up playing anything I could get my hands on to, get out the house. So that's what basically got me in here.
Who are some of the defensive backs maybe in college or maybe at the pro level that you look up to that inspire your game?
Honestly, there's really not a certain person. It's everything. I watch anything. And if he's doing this right, I try to see if I can get my right footing like he is, just like the next, so I can build up my own type of play.
It's funny how a football player watches the game differently than an average viewer, right? You're looking at technique, you're looking at different things, you're looking at footwork, looking at hand placement and all that sort of thing. How is it playing here for the Dobson Mustangs and playing for Coach Gottsel?
Oh, it's amazing. Especially dealing with the coronavirus, everything, he makes sure everything is set with the masks and everything. That's what I like, because at first, I was worried about it, but he has everything set up nice. Everybody's loving each other like brothers should, and we're just happy to play some football.
Yes, indeed. We're grateful to still be playing football, right?
Yes,
how much are you looking forward to this Thursday night game, the Thursday night football game of the week, the only show in town on the JV Sports Show, you guys going up against the Corona del Sol Aztecs?
Oh, I can't wait. They're definitely going to be some heavy hitters, heavy offense. Probably one of the best teams we'll verse this year, but I believe we'll be ready for it.
Quentin, good luck, and we'll see you on the field this Thursday night, all right? I'm here with senior quarterback Damian Duarte of the Dobson Mustangs. Damian, how are you this afternoon?
I'm doing good. living life.
Well, you guys are out here practicing hard. How excited are you to be the Thursday night football game of the week here on the JV Sports Show? You guys are going to go up against the Corona del Sol Aztecs.
It's pretty fantastic to me. I've never done that before, I guess.
How long have you been playing quarterback?
Just started last year.
And what was it that made you fall in love with the game, made you want to put the pads on and play?
My older brother, he started me when I was 10 years old and just told me, hey, go out there, play, and let me know if you like it, and I fell in love.
Mr. Durante, how do I be a good quarterback like you?
You just got to, listen to your coaches, trust your teammates, and, eat right, of course. You got to get bigger, but just be a team player. Do what they need you to do, and you got this, all right?
Okay.
All right, good job. Boom.
I'm here with Noah Williams, linebacker for the Dobson Mustangs. Noah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
How much do you like playing linebacker? Talk to me about when you see the play, you see it develop, you read your keys, you're looking at those guards, you fill that hole, you see the running back come up, maybe you see the fullback coming up on an ISO, and you know you're going to beat him in the hole. Talk about how exciting that is.
It's exciting because linebacker is one of the most important positions on defense. Like, it gives you a rush. Like, if you're not there, they're running all night, and it's just fun because I love to hit. You got to love to hit playing linebacker.
Vince, really looking forward to that game coming up this Thursday night. It was great visiting with the Mustangs out there at Dobson High School, and you had a chance to go out to Corona del Sol and catch up with some of those Aztecs.
I did, definitely. Visited with a couple of players as well as head football coach John Bechtold.
When we come back from the break, we'll go out to Corona del Sol.
Let's do it.
Backdrop of the majestic Black Mountain and iconic carefree sundial is historic Spanish Village, one of the most picturesque and historic landmarks in Arizona, featuring beautiful artistry, amazing restaurants, and the friendliest people. Home of the world-famous Keeler Steakhouse, Pizza Cotta, the Black Mountain Coffee Shop, as well as studios featuring local and world-renowned artistry. Just 1 mile north of the boulders on Scottsdale Road to Tom Darlington, in the heart of downtown carefree, historic Spanish Village.
James here to tell you about TBA, Training Better Athletes. Founded by renowned offensive line coach Ron Sowers, their philosophy is based upon training and building well-rounded athletes and young men. They are the go-to training program for talented offensive and defensive linemen seeking to excel in middle and high school programs and preparing to excel at the next level. Coach Sowers continues to prepare student athletes for their collegiate careers at schools such as Notre Dame, Arizona State, and Oregon State, just to name a few. Contact TBA today at 602-435-9064 or visit their website at trainingbetterAthletes.com. You can't cheat the grind.
James, that was really cool. Great interviews, great kids. Coach Bill Gotzel out there at Dobson, wonderful. Now, if you remember, I went out to Corona del Sol. I had a chance to visit with Coach John Bechtold and a couple of players.
Let's head out to Tempe.
All right, guys, here with Corona del Sol head football coach John Bechtold. Coach Bechtold, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you been?
All right. Thank you. Coach, so you guys are riding a wave of success this season. You've won some games out there. We got a game coming up in a few nights against Dobson. And tell us about your team.
Right now we're doing pretty good. We're 3-0. We've won a couple close games in there, and we're just trying to get better each week.
Okay, so this program has a lot of tradition. When I was in high school, which I went to high school across town, Gary Ventura was the guy here for years. Restoring this program to prominence, has it been a major rebuilding project for you, or has it been fairly consistent through the years?
Gary's very well respected. They introduced me to him, I think, when I first got the job. I mean, everybody loves him. To try to follow in his footsteps and get it back to there, I don't think we're back to where he had it. My whole staff is all Corona grads that played for Gary, so we're trying to keep all the traditions alive and trying to get it back to where he had it.
No doubt. It is difficult to follow a legend. Coach, who followed Gary Cush? Frank Cush, would you happen to know?
Frank Cush. Oh, my goodness. Wait 1 second. No, I do not know that.
Exactly. It was a guy named Bob Owens. I think he lasted about a year, but you've been here for a good while now, so congratulations on the success that you have. that you're building here. You got a great team, a great group of kids here, and look forward to covering you in a couple nights.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Hey, guys. So I'm here with outside linebacker, tight end, Jake Schmidt from this Corona del Sol Aztec team. Jake, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm all right. Thank you. So a couple nights from now, you guys are going to be kicking off against Dobson High School. You're hosting Dobson on Thursday, November 5th, right here on this home field. Bottom line, you guys have had some success this season. You guys are doing pretty darn good. What do you attribute that success to?
Well, obviously the coaches, they just prepare us well every single week, and all the guys buy in together, and it's a brotherhood. And so that's why when we go out, play all that we got, it's been such a good turnout on the field.
Okay, so I don't want to look too far ahead, but let's talk postseason. Week to week, things, there's teams that are dropping off, things that are continuing on, winning games, losing games. Where do you see yourselves at this point going into the postseason?
I feel like we could definitely be a top team in there because that's all we've been getting ready for. Okay. Is just preparing ourselves for that. So.
All right, guys, here with quarterback Quade Swearingen. Quade, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. So we were talking a little off camera. You guys, obviously, you're having a lot of success. Tell me a little bit about your role model and why.
My role model is Kyler Murray because, you can see it when he plays off the field. He's a leader. He expects the most out of his guys, and he wants to do the best. And he comes into practice with the same attitude he did the day before, and just wants to get better each and every single day.
He makes about $25 million a year, right?
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's also another good motivator. Quade, so you guys are putting together a pretty sweet team this year. You're winning some games. Tell us a little bit about your offense.
We love to throw, we love to pass. Special teams, we're active. Man, we're trying to hit someone every play. When we do run the ball, we like to try and get 5 yards a carry, or even if we pass, at least 5 yards every time, and just keep that mentality all the way until we get in the end zone.
Awesome. Okay, Quade, pleasure to meet you. Quade Swearingen, quarterback, jersey number 2.
Vince, great job out there in Tempe visiting with those Aztecs. Exciting game coming up this Thursday night. Dobson at Corona del Sol. It's going to be a great one. When we come back from the break, we will catch up with the nationally ranked head coach of the Chandler Wolves, Rick Garriton, part of the Max Preps Excellent Top 25. We'll recap their game on Friday night against the Centennial Coyotes and look forward to the next game on the Friday Night Football Game of the Week on YurView against Desert Vista.
Yeah, they'll be out in Ahwatukee facing the Thunder. Should be fun.
Well, stay tuned. We'll be right back here after the break.
It's a movement company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcasts. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement.
For an affordable and dependable pool service company that provides excellent weekly pool maintenance, then call Pool Daddy. Pool Daddy has been providing weekly pool service and equipment repairs for residential and commercial properties since 2006. We strive to be the premier pool maintenance company, giving personal attention to each of our customers' unique needs and requirements. Call our office at 602-380-4584 or email pooldaddyaz@gmail.com to request your free weekly pool service evaluation. Pool Daddy.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. So, James, we caught up with head football coach Rick Garriton of Chandler on his way back on the bus after beating Centennial.
Really great of Coach to take the time to join us on the bus. Let's take a look at that interview now.
Hello.
Coach Garriton, how are you, sir?
Doing good. Head back home.
Sweet. Appreciate your time tonight. We appreciate you joining us here. Can you do us one favor really quick? Just turn your phone and keep it on the side. That'll give us that. There we go. That's a little bit better with that wide shot. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Coach, big win. So talk to us a little bit about this Centennial Coyote team. What did they do well tonight?
They're a physical team. They're well coached. Coach Taylor knows what he's doing. That includes Andrew, who runs the defense. Our defense played very, very well tonight. Only giving up 7 points, and it was a good ball game. And it's about time we got into a ball game. You have a little bit of adversity, and I like the way that our kids bounce back from that, and ends up having a 31-7 victory.
Coach, what would you say was the biggest challenge that the Centennial Coyotes posed to your football team this evening?
They had the new kid that came in at the D tackle, so he posed a little bit of trouble inside in the run game. But all in all, we just kind of worry about ourselves and go about our own business. And I don't know. Sometimes when you win 31-7, and it sounds like you didn't have a good night. That's not a bad thing in today's world. So I'm happy with the victory, and got Desert Vista next week. And we've gone twice to the west side, which is not easy to do because our kids have been at school all day, and then they had an hour and 15-minute bus ride coming on in. And it was a good football game, and we ended up pulling away in the second half.
Well, in talking about tonight's game again, Coach, when we set up this call with you and we saw the final score and we said, "Oh, you guys are celebrating on the bus," and you said, "No, not really." So you said you'd also mentioned a little bit of adversity. You game planned well for this game tonight, but were there some things that maybe didn't go as well as you had expected on your end? Were there some costly mistakes, some penalties, some things?
Well, I don't know if I'd call it costly mistakes. I mean, we had a fumbled a punt. We had a kickoff go off one of our players that they recovered. So that was 2 times that we didn't get the ball. We were on the 1-yard line and ended up only getting a field goal out of that from a penalty. So, those things you got to clean up, but that's football. And like I said, you want to have some things at times of having a little bit of adversity and, playing some good football teams. And Centennial was a good football team. And if you win 31-7 with a good football team, then I'll be in that long line.
We're visiting here with head coach Rick Garriton of the Chandler Wolves, Open Division champions last season. Coach Garriton, what would you say after you guys get together tomorrow morning, watch film, put this game to bed tonight against the Centennial Coyotes, and look forward to next week against the Desert Vista Thunder? What is your message to your football team as you prepare to look forward to those guys?
We'll just look at the film, improve ourselves on both sides of the ball, get back in the weight room and keep our strength where it's got to be. And then come back on, the weekend and game plan for Desert Vista and, have another night to play ball together. And, you just can't take for granted that you're going to play. We've talked to our kids about that. And, they take that to heart. And we're just fortunate and happy to, go ahead and be able to play, the game they all love and the game we all love coaching. So it's just to play and be a part of everything right now is a win-win situation.
Well, and Coach Dan Hines out at Desert Vista, he's been around a long time. He's a great coach and brought a lot of young coaches up through the ranks as well. They had a game tonight. They hosted Hamilton. They lost that game 38-17. What are you expecting to pull from that film that can maybe help you game plan for next week's Friday night YurView game of the week on Cox?
Yeah, I don't know. We look at film. Defenses are defenses, players are players, and we'll go ahead and analyze and see the things that we do that fits into a game plan, and we'll show up at Desert Vista next week at 7 o'clock on Friday.
Coach Rick Garriton of the Chandler Wolves, thank you so much for taking the time tonight. Congratulations on the win tonight against the Centennial Coyotes, 31-7. We look forward to watching your game next Friday night, the YurView Friday night football game of the week, as you guys battle the Desert Vista Thunders. Thank you, Coach, and enjoy the evening.
And say hello to Wendy too. We appreciated having you guys on the show a few great.
Hey, she loved it.
So.
She loved you guys. That was good stuff.
Yeah, if she's near you, tell her to speak over and say hello. But anyway, Coach.
I will, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Vince, a great conversation there with Coach Garriton. We appreciate his time. As always, it was great having him on our radio show as well earlier in the year. So we always look forward to catching up with those Chandler Wolves. Chandler is just a cut above everyone else.
Well, they are, but in talking to Coach Garriton, as you saw, he still has a lot of things that they need to clean up after this game. Faced with adversity, wasn't as close of a win as they've had in previous weeks, so they've got some work to do.
One thing you have to respect about the Chandler Wolves and that football program as a whole, they are never satisfied and they always know that there's room for improvement. So when we come back, we'll take a final look at this week's action and wrap up this edition of the JV Sports Show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Go JV. Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. So now, James, this is the part of the show where we kind of wrap things up. We talk about what's coming next week. What is coming next week?
We got a lot of great stuff coming next week. Our next Thursday night football game of the week is going to be a great one. It's out in Buckeye, Far West Valley, Yonker at Buckeye. 100th year celebration there for the town of Buckeye. That's going to be a great one, Vince.
It is. But then Friday, the night after, on YurView, the Friday night high school football game of the week features Notre Dame Prep and Scottsdale Saguaro.
That's going to be a great one as well. We appreciate everyone tuning in. We also want to remind you to make sure and get on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can check us out at JV Sports Show. Just search that on YouTube. Click that subscribe button, and there's a little bell button there as well. You can be notified every time we go live.
Check us out also on Twitter for updates, interviews, and your chance to vote for what happens with our Player of the Week.
That's right. The Stetson Movement Company Player of the Week voted by you, the fans. So make sure and get online. Follow us on Twitter at JV Sports Show. You can vote for that Stetson Movement Company Game MVP during our third quarter of our Thursday Night Football broadcast.
Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great week.